Entire villages were wiped off the map to make room for it. It has cost more than $90 billion so far, and it stands as one of the largest urban experiments ever attempted. Yet today, this place feels almost empty. Xiongan is a city that China is building from scratch. A city meant to relieve pressure from one of the most crowded capitals on Earth and to showcase the country's technological and political ambitions. But right now, it raises a simple question. Can a city built entirely for the future survive without the people who are meant to live in it? Please take a moment to subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel. Beijing is home to over 20 million residents. It is the heart of China's political life and a symbol of its culture and national identity. But the city is struggling under the weight of its own growth. Traffic jams stretch for miles. Air quality has been a long-standing concern. Housing costs continue to rise. Government ministries, universities, and state-owned companies occupy valuable space in the capital's historic core. To address these pressures, Chinese leaders proposed something bold. Instead of expanding Beijing, they would build a new urban center entirely. 60 miles south of the capital, in what was once a collection of farmlands, lakes, and rural villages, the government designated an area known as Xiongan New Area. In 2017, there was almost nothing here. Within a few years, the region transformed into one of the largest construction sites in China. Xiongan is designed to be a model of sustainability and efficiency. Smart city infrastructure is embedded into the city's layout. Parks, ecological corridors, autonomous transit routes, and data networks are integrated from the ground up. President Xi Jinping personally described Xiongan as the city of the future, meant to represent modern Chinese civilization and long-term national confidence. The speed of development here has been extraordinary. Thousands of buildings were constructed in less than a decade. Residential complexes, business districts, research parks, government headquarters, cultural centers, and luxury hotels rose rapidly across the flat northern plains. One of the clearest examples of this ambition is Xiongan Railway Station. Covering an area roughly equal to 88 football fields, it is among the largest high-speed rail stations in the country. Trains running at speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour connect Xiongan to Beijing in about 20 minutes. The station can accommodate around 100,000 passengers every day. The scale is colossal. The architecture is impressive. The planning is precise. Yet even with all of this, the city remains quiet. Miles of wide, tree-lined avenues carry only a few vehicles. Many apartment towers have few lights on at night. Public squares, parks, and shopping streets feel new but strangely still. The infrastructure is ready, but the population it was built for has not yet arrived. Observers have called it a megacity without people. But the story is more complex than that. Xiongan is not just a city. It is a political vision. The project is deeply tied to the leadership of Xi Jinping, who has called it a historic decision and part of a broader effort to redefine China's path of development. Public billboards and banners throughout the city highlight national slogans and ideological messages. Government ministries and state-owned enterprises have been directed to relocate some offices here. The city is intended to showcase how China can design, organize, and manage a modern urban society through central planning. Its success or failure reflects directly on national leadership. That makes Xiongan not just an infrastructure project, but a legacy project. This vision came under pressure in 2023, when severe flooding struck Hebei province. To protect Xiongan, authorities opened floodgates and diverted water into surrounding regions. Some communities were designated as flood storage zones. Entire towns were submerged. Tens of thousands of homes were destroyed. Local farmers lost crops, property, and livelihoods. Many residents expressed anger on social media, questioning why their homes were sacrificed to protect a city that at the time, few people lived in. Protests and public complaints followed, an unusual sight in modern China. Officials defended the decision as necessary for regional flood control, but the event left a lasting impact on how Xiongan is perceived both inside and outside China. Xiongan has often been compared to Shenzhen, In the early 1980s, Shenzhen evolved from a fishing village into a global technology and manufacturing powerhouse. But Shenzhen's growth was driven by private investment, spontaneous commerce, and massive economic demand. Xiongan is different. Its development is centrally directed, deliberate, and highly controlled. Only selected industries are allowed to operate here, including aerospace, green energy, and advanced research. Housing prices are tightly regulated to prevent speculation. Population growth is managed rather than organic. The city is designed to avoid the chaotic, fast-paced, market-driven expansion that defined Shenzhen. But that also means its growth depends heavily on long-term government planning, instead of immediate commercial momentum. State media often reports that Xiongan's population is over 1 million, but experts note that this figure includes older county-level populations that were administratively absorbed into the new city. The number of people who have actually moved into newly built neighborhoods is much smaller, around 100 to 120,000. Many of these residents were villagers relocated from the land where the city now stands. Some appreciate improved housing and infrastructure. Others feel they lost their homes, culture, and identity to make way for a national project they did not choose. For now, construction remains the largest source of employment, not technology or innovation. The industries that are supposed to define Xiongan's future have not yet taken root. The timing of the project has added pressure. China's economy is slowing. Population growth is declining. Tensions with global markets and supply chains have introduced new uncertainty. Real estate markets across the country have experienced instability. These challenges make it harder to attract talent, investment, and businesses to a new city still waiting for its identity. Some analysts warn that these economic shifts could delay Xiongan's progress. Others argue that because the project is personally linked to national leadership, funding and development will continue regardless of short-term conditions. Official development plans extend to the year 2050. By then, Xiongan is projected to have around 5 million residents, sophisticated transit networks, research institutions, company headquarters, and fully integrated digital infrastructure. Government agencies and major state-owned companies have already begun relocating staff. The city may yet become what it was meant to be, a global example of long-term planning, sustainability, and technological efficiency. Or it may stand as a lesson in the limits of designing a city faster than its society can grow into it. For now, Xiongan is a vision suspended in time. A city built for tomorrow, waiting for the people who will decide what that future looks like.